Hello everyone and welcome to Move Right with Randi. My name is Randi Pullar and today we are going to be doing a full body seated yoga session that's going to help you explore the different ways you can move and do yoga in a chair, as well as helping you center your body and feel a little less tension and a little more relaxed. So we're going to start out sitting in our chair nice and comfortably, with our back away from the back of the chair if you can, feet planted on the ground at 90 degrees. And we're going to start off with some breathing. Inhaling and exhaling at a nice, slow, and steady pace. Gradually making those inhales a little bigger and exhaling out a little deeper. You can soften your eyes, close your eyes, or have them open, whatever's comfortable for you. And take this time to just center in on your practice today. We're going to start bringing a little bit of movement to the neck, dropping the head down and slowly rolling the head back and forth, bringing it all the way around, moving it as feels comfortable for you. Bringing a little bit of mobility into those neck muscles. And bring it up nice and straight. Pull your shoulders back and down. And arms to the side. Breathe in, arms up, overhead, reach tall, and exhale. Let the hands drop back to your side. And again, reach up, inhale. And exhale, bring them back down to your side. And slowly again, inhale, arms up, overhead. And we're going to do a little twist. And you can use the back of the chair to make that twist a little bit deeper. Wrapping one arm around the back of the chair and the opposite hand on the opposite knee. When you're ready, slowly inhale, bring your arms back up overhead. And exhale, swinging them to the other side, twisting with your arm again back around the back of the chair, and other hand on the opposite knee. And inhale, bring it back, and exhale, let it relax. I'm going to grab a couple blocks here to bring my knees up to a more comfortable 90 degrees. This is something that's more comfortable for me in the chair that I'm in, but it's up to you as to whether you want to try it as well. When you find your comfortable position, we're going to start again, bringing the arms up overhead as we inhale, and then bringing right arm up, only stretching through the side body and flowing back as you exhale. Inhale, bringing the left arm up, stretching the side body, and exhaling as you bring it back down. This is bringing a little bit more mobility into the spine as we continue to lift right side and then left side, stretching out our obliques and spine muscles. And inhale, bring both arms up overhead and let it drop slowly to the ground. Now here, if you need to bring your knees a little bit farther apart, that might make it a little bit more comfortable for you, let you get a little bit of a deeper stretch. Alternatively, if you don't want to go so deep, you can bring your knees together and rest your elbows on your knees to support you. Bring it up nice and slow as you inhale and exhale out. And we're going to fold forward one more time, inhaling and flowing forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, full lift, arms all the way up. Exhale, let them drop back down. We're going to take a few moments here to do a few seated cat-cows, where you are going to inhale, pushing your stomach forward and lifting your chin. Exhale, rounding your back. And then another forward fold. All this is just bringing a little bit of mobility to the back, letting your body adjust to the movements. And a few more cat-cows here. This is a little bit of free movement here, where you're going to just do what you need to do to stretch out your spine in your seated position. I'm going to do another forward fold here, really stretching down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, lifting all the way back up. And coming back to a center point here. A few more cat-cow stretches. I like to alternate between these two, between the forward fold and the cat-cow. Makes a little bit more of a nicer flow. A little bit of fun here. All right, we're adjusting our blocks a little bit, bringing them a little bit more to the center. Inhaling, arms out to the side, opening your chest. Inhaling deep and letting your body relax. Now we're going to do a few eagle bounds here with our hands. So wrapping one arm around the other, back of the hand to the palm. We're going to bring the elbows down and lift them up. Exhaling as you bring them down. Inhaling as you push the elbows back up, stretching through the shoulder blades here. Now, it doesn't matter if your arms are not quite as flexible, if you can't get them into the full wrap around. We're going to switch sides here. Getting as close to it as feels comfortable for you is perfectly awesome. That's all we want. We want the arms pulled together so that it's stretching through the shoulder blades. That's the goal, not a perfect pose. Now we're going to bring one ankle up onto the opposite knee for a little figure 4 stretch here. So breathing in, bringing your hands to heart center, you're going to lean forward into the stretch, getting deep into the glutes there. Let yourself just breathe and enjoy the feeling of the tension releasing through the back of your body. You can hold on to your foot if that makes it more comfortable for you. And exhale, drop that foot. And we're going to switch sides here. Bringing the opposite foot onto the opposite knee. Find your comfortable position here. Breathe in, hands to heart center, and fold forward just slightly, however much is comfortable for you, so that you can get that nice deep stretch. Breathing at a normal pace. We're going to inhale, let it relax, release the foot. I'm just tucking my blocks out of the way here a little bit, and we're going to get a little bit of a hip flexor stretch. So sitting sideways on your chair, you can use the back of the chair to hold you there. Letting the opposite leg hang off the front of the chair, you're going to grab your ankle and pull your heel towards your bum. This is giving you a nice hip flexor stretch in the front of the body. If you can find that position, if you need, you can grab onto your pants or use a strap to hold around your ankle, if that makes it a little bit easier. You can also stack those blocks underneath your knee to give them something to prop up on. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Now we're going to switch sides, breathing in once in the center here. Exhale, arms down, and switching over to the other side. So that one half of your body is on the chair, the other half is kind of hanging off a little bit. Grab that heel, bring your ankle towards your bottom, stretching through the front hip flexor. Arm holding onto the back of the chair to keep you in position. This is probably one of my very favorite stretches, as my hip flexors are always very tight. And exhale, let it rest. Come to center. And go ahead and grab those blocks if you can. We're going to use them to help us stand up a little bit. And we're going to work our glutes and get into a standing forward fold off of our chair. So you're going to take those blocks and plant them in front of you, engaging the knees and standing up into a forward fold. I'm going to do a few little squats here, getting my glutes working. just sitting my bum back to the chair and then standing up while still in that forward fold, all supported with the block so that you don't go forward too far. Feel free to move your ankles around a little bit, whatever kind of movement you need to get in. And we're going to come to standing. I'm adjusting my chair here so that you can see me, but you can keep your chair where it is. We're going to stand still, tall with the back against the chair, and sit back down. Taking those blocks, you can either use the blocks here or not. We're going to do some warrior poses. For me, they work sometimes, depending on the chair that I'm in, and sometimes they don't. So figure out what works for you. You're going to turn your body sideways again. I have my front foot planted on the block to bring my knee up to a nice 90 degrees. And I'm extending my back leg behind me, toes on the ground, but my heel's not quite there. So find the position that's comfortable for you. Both toes pointing forward. We're going to try and reach up into a bit of a crescent lunge and forward fold, keeping the legs in the position they're in. This is engaging the core and the hips a little bit here and the extensors in your back. So this is kind of one of those poses that's really nice in the chair but feels very different. Now we're going to turn that back foot out for a warrior two, holding the arms up at shoulder height. Keep your breathing steady. We're going to cartwheel a little bit, bringing that front hand forward down to the bent leg and the opposite arm up overhead, opening the chest, and back up, reversing it, bringing your opposite arm to the back leg and your other front arm up overhead, and back forward again to an extended angle, bringing that one arm to the knee and opposite arm overhead, and back to reverse, and back to warrior two. Twisting that foot forward, we're going to do one more crescent lunge and then forward fold. Bring it back to center, nice and slow. Take your time to adjust. Move your blocks around if you need. And we're going to twist to the other side. Taking a moment in the center to get a nice big deep breath, arms up, and a little forward fold to recenter your hips. Inhale, come all the way up and start readjusting to twist to the opposite side. You can use the block if you need, use the back of the chair to hold you in position, and extend that back leg as straight out as you can get it. Inhale, crescent lunge, bring your arms up overhead and forward fold. And inhale, come all the way up, crescent lunge and forward fold. Engaging the core and the back. Once more. And exhale, twist that back foot into warrior two, arms at shoulder height. And we're going to flow forward, reaching towards that front foot, lifting the opposite arm up and reverse it back and forward again. Nice little flow here to build a little core strength and heat. If you want, you can bring that elbow up onto the knee and extend the side angle. And inhale, bring it back up to your warrior two. And bring it back to center when you're ready. Readjust yourself in your chair. Take a few seconds to take a deep breath. Bring your arms up overhead. Exhale. Bring those legs wide. I'm grabbing my blocks here again because I like where it puts my knees and lets me get into a deeper stretch. We're going to do some forward folds here. Inhale and exhale, fold as deep as you can go. Now you might want to use your blocks here under your hands to give you a little bit more support, or put your elbows on your knees. Whatever feels right for you to get that forward fold comfortable in your body. Inhale, come all the way back up. and stand up nice and slow. Again, I'm moving my chair here because I wanted you to be able to see best, but if you just left your chair where it was, that's perfect. You don't need to move it around. We're going to take a moment, we're going to stand facing our chair, inhale and forward fold, placing the hands on the seat of the chair and dropping your head into between your shoulders to get a little bit of a deeper stretch for your shoulders here. And then exhale, coming forward into a plank. So this is a modified downward dog to plank. It's a little bit of a mobility workout for the shoulders and the hips here. We're going to do one more. And I'm going to extend it up to cobra, but you don't have to, whatever feels comfortable for you. And push it up again and back down, cobra or plank. And on your next inhale, stand all the way up, lifting your arms again up overhead, and then exhaling them, bringing them back down to center. Now we're going to slowly move our way down to the ground, so you can do that however feels comfortable for you, but I'm going to do this with a nice deep squat. So I'm going to bring my feet a little wider apart and then get myself ready to lower down into that deep Malasana Squat. You can just bring yourself down to the ground however you want. I'm going to drop back from my Malasana Squat and start scooching my bum a little closer to that chair. So we're going to bring our legs up onto our chair. I've got a little cushion that I'm going to put behind my head here too, to make myself a little bit more comfortable. Bringing your body nice and close to that chair, you're going to lower yourself down and bring your legs up onto that chair, bent at a nice 90 degrees. Might take a second here to find your comfortable position. Whatever you need to do, adjust yourself into it. Find stillness. Arms relaxed at your side. We're going to take a few deep breaths here, letting your chest fill and rise and relax. After all that movement, we're going to find a little stillness, and then we're going to cross one ankle over the opposite knee for a nice figure 4 stretch to end us off. Move it around a little bit. You can let that knee drop side to side. I like to bring a little bit of movement into my stretches to find where it's really tight. And then bring that foot back, switch sides, crossing one ankle over the opposite knee, and move them around a little bit. Bringing your breath back to a nice easy rhythm. And then we're going to tuck both knees in. You can use that chair to push them in. And then let the knees drop out for a nice butterfly stretch with the feet still on the seat of the chair. And bring the knees back together and legs back onto the chair. End off with a little stillness here in Savasana. I hope you enjoyed exploring movement and yoga with your chair. Maybe you found some different ways to move. Maybe you found some movements that were more comfortable for you. Reflect back on that and think about how difficult you might have been making movement in your mind in the first place. When you're ready, you can slowly come out of it, rolling to the side into a relaxed fetal position and pushing up nice and slow back into sitting. You might have to move around all of your stuff there a little bit. Kind of one of the downsides to props, but they help us feel so much more comfortable in our body. One last deep breath in, hands to heart center. Thank you for joining me here today. If you liked this yoga session, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you again for coming. I will see you later.